Alright, today's topic is going to be some. I'm trying to make this quick. I'm trying to keep it about maybe 5 minutes. I don't know if it goes over it a little. But yeah. Today's topic is about anime, anime and manga that are extremely good, but they're not really talked about. They're not like mainstream manga and anime that I really enjoy. All of these are in my top 10, and I would highly recommend that y'all check them out. So yeah, I just thought I'd make a little list right quick. But let's start with the one that's coming back soon. I believe it's June 6th. This is crazy to say. Is the Monogatari series. The mangaka is Nishio Isin, or is written by Nishio Isin. I don't. Is it Isin or is it Ishin? It's I-S-I-N, so I think it is Isin. That's weird. That's just not like Japanese pronunciation. Anyway, Nishio Isin, whatever. The Monogatari series is really good. I'm gonna just call it Mono because I don't feel like saying that entire name. It's very long. Yeah, I'm gonna just call it Mono. Mono is very psychological. All right. So you think about your shonen, right? You think about, yeah, you got your fights and your that's the juicy bits, like your fights. You know what I'm saying? Like Naruto. You think about like Naruto versus Pain. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's like a highlight of the series. And Mono is more psychological. It's a seinen kind of. That's that kind of thing. But in Mono, it's not. There are fight scenes and they're extremely good, but there are not really that many fight scenes in the show. In Mono, what the fight scenes are, what the juicy plot point, what the juicy parts of the plot is the dialogue, and it's very interesting because I've never seen a series like this. The dialogue in Mono is long. They will talk for an entire episode for 20 minutes, and you won't realize it. It's you like it's so you can't really understand it unless you've watched the series. I'm gonna give an example. I remember there's one arc from the series called Ogi Formula. All right, in Ogi Formula, it was two. It might have been three, but I'm gonna just say two. It was two 40-minute long episodes, and it was two people inside of this one classroom, and they were talking the entire time. I promise you, it was one of the best arcs in the series. Like, and you're like, well, how could that be like entertaining? It's Mono, bro. That's all I'm saying. Nishio Isin really delivers with that dialogue, and the way that they make the conversations interesting is like very fascinating to me. Like, cause it's like they'll use like different camera angles, they'll use like cutaways, they'll do all kinds of things, and it really is a very well put together series. Now there is a very specific watch order to this series. It's very complicated. I'll leave it in the comment section, I guess. 'Cause I remember when I watched it completely out of order, and it fucked up the experience for me. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I'll definitely leave it in the watch order or the watch order in the comment section. So that if you want to watch it, you can watch it. All right, so that's Mono. Mono was good. Hey man, amazing series. I love Mono. For real, in my top 10, probably my top 3. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. What should we go in next? What should I talk about next? We can talk about Tower of God. We can talk about H&K, or we can talk about Ray Zero. We might as well talk about Ray Zero because Ray Zero is coming up. It's a little bit more known. It's not really like super unknown, but it's like not everybody watching Ray Zero. You feel me? Or Ray Zero. I don't know. Ray Zero. I don't know. But not everybody watching it. All right. So look, Ray Zero. Actually, wait. Before we go back to Mono, one thing about Mono, right quick. We got to go back to Mono. Look. There's some very weird moments in that series. I'm gonna say that. All right, so I have to say this like as I'm the one that's like putting like I guess you guys onto this series. There are some weird moments in that series. I'll be the first person to say that. All right, so don't come back. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, it's still worth watching it though. Watch Mono. But all right, back to Ray Zero. All right, so for real, Ray Zero like. On the surface level, it looks like a harem. It really does. It just looks like a generic harem. I'm not gonna lie. That's for real what it looks like. And it just looks corny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. That's really what it looks like. Oh my god, ReZero or Subaru has a power. He's blah, 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 blah. But no, ReZero, that's some real shit. ReZero is good, bro. ReZero is good. Watch ReZero, bro. So look, one thing I really like about ReZero is that there's a lot of like it's kind of like Mono too. It's kind of like a seinen a little bit. There's definitely way more action in Re:Zero, but it has that psychological value to it. It makes you think about like certain things, like certain human interactions, and how different people behave to each other. And it sure is really good in that aspect. I love it. I rewatched it recently, and the next season is coming out. So, this next season's coming out like in October, I believe. And from what I've heard, people. So I'm not caught up. I like Re:Zero. It's in my top 10 from me seeing just seeing an anime. Like I'm like, this is really good, but I haven't. It's not enough of it is animated to the point that it's like, you feel me, that it's like up there. Now, from what I've heard, this upcoming arc is going to be one of the craziest arcs in this. It's going to be craziest arc in the series. And people say that this is going to be the arc. Like people say that Re:Zero is like top. They say that like people have their Re:Zero as their number one. Like the people that have read the manga, they're like, dude, this is like, it's so good. It's peak. It's peak. That's what I've been hearing. So, hey, so just honestly, this guy, I'm just saying, I believe him. It's probably going to be super good. So I'm just saying, read the or watch the anime. Watch the anime because they're gonna animate the next season soon. So yeah, Re:Zero, very good series. It's really good. It's really good. I would highly suggest you watch it. And like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched Re:Zero, I was younger, so I wasn't really able to understand like a lot of the actual like values that the series had into it. But now that I'm older and I rewatched it again recently, I'm just like, dude, this is amazing. It's really good. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. Tower of God is next. Alright, so look, Tower of God, man. Oh my god. Tower of God, man. Tower of God. Alright, so look, Tower of God, written by SIU. SIU's a manga. It's Korean. It's a manhwa. It's a manhwa. It's not a manga, it's a manhwa. But I'm gonna call it manga, because I don't care. Alright, so there's one season, or there's one anime season right now. Crunchyroll animated, it's like a Crunchyroll exclusive. I don't know. I don't care. The anime is they're actually gonna animate season 2 soon, which is season 2 soon after a while, which is gonna be really cool. But the anime is okay. It's okay. I don't even know if they're gonna really be able to deliver on season 2. I'm not gonna lie. But what I am gonna say is that the manhwa or the manga is extremely good. The manga is so solid. You like if you like One Piece, I feel like you'll really like Tower of God. You really like Tower of God if you like One Piece. So, like, Tower of God, you got, like, Shinsu, just, like, it's a really interesting fighting system, or, like, kind of power system. Like, you have, like, chakra, you have spiritual pressure, curse energy. I don't know what it is in Dragon Ball. Is it ki? Maybe it's ki? I don't know. But, like, you know what I'm saying, your magic system or whatever. And Tower of God is Shinsu, or is Shinso. I guess that's how you pronounce it in Korean. Shinso, or something like that. But I'm just call it Shinsu. But it's a really cool power system. You can do a lot with it. Like the way that they use it is it's amazing. The team aspects, like there's so much like chemistry, like in the way that the Tower of God fights are structured. Like every member of the team plays a role in the fight. So you would have people that would like be on the front lines. It'd be like a group of like 5 people, and there'd be like a fisherman who would like run up to the enemy and would be like the first person to make contact with them. There'd be like a light bearer who has this object called like the lighthouse. It is like, you can do so much with a lighthouse. Like you can have like 3 lighthouses, and you can make like a shield with them. And I know it looks like a small shield, but no, it'd be like the size of this entire room, and you can use it to like block attacks. You can do so much stuff. There's people called wave bearers, which are like the strongest role for the most part, because they have the best control over Shinsu, so they were responsible for the most Shinsu attacks, like things like that. Like there's so many. If you watch the series, you see how well. I'm not really doing it justice by explaining it. I'm doing a terrible explanation, but the way that the teamwork is so, super good. That's the fighting aspect. The story is amazing too. The story is really good too. I'm not gonna say it's kind of up and down. There are some bad parts of the story, or some very questionable parts, but at the end of the day, it's still good. It's 620 chapters, so it's actually pretty long. I'm caught up all the way right now, and it's really good. It's really good. I would highly recommend watching it. It's really good. But yeah, that's for the most part. That's Tower of God. That's Tower of God. One thing I will say about the chapters before we go, or one thing I will say about, or before we move on from Tower of God, one thing I will say is that the beginning chapters, the art style sucks. The art style is very bad. All right, and it gets better. It gets better, and it gets so much better to the point that Tower of God actually the panels in Tower of God the most recent chapters are amazing. They look great. They look so good. Like all of them are consistently like made perfectly. But in the beginning, like the first season of it looks so bad. It looks bad. It is what it is though. If you can deal with it and you can read it all the way through. But yeah, one thing I'm gonna say about Tower of God though, if you do end up reading it, remember this: the first part of it is a prologue. I don't know. It's an intro though. Like it's like the first 12 episodes, that kind of thing, or like the first couple of chapters. Just stick with it until a crazy plot turn or a crazy plot twist happens. Because I remember when I was reading Tower of God or I was watching, I was like, this is kind of cool. It's all right, we finna see what's happening. And then on the 12th episode, they hit me with what happened, and I was like, I was locked in. From that point forward, I completely committed to this series, and I never looked back, dude. It was like, for real. Just wait till you get to that point. You give it some time. But trust me, it's a really good series. Damn, we're at 11 minutes right now. All right, I want to end it off with the last one I want to talk about. Haruko Ichikawa. All right, Hoseki no Kuni. English name Land of the Lustrous. Yeah, Land of the Lustrous, but I'm used to just saying Hoseki no Kuni at this point. You say H and K or LOTD for short. But Hoseki no Kuni it just ended recently actually too. At 108 chapters. Dude, this series is one of the best anime and manga, or one of the best mangas ever made. I would say that. I would say that it really is one of the best mangas ever created. It's seinen. I guess like psychological. All of these are actually like seinen, kind of psychological. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I don't know. I like seinen more than shonen. Like I just feel like there's more value to be had inside of like seinen than shonen. It's like, yeah, dude, I love a good anime fight as much as the next person. Come on, bro. Who doesn't love that? But like, when you actually watch the series and you get like a different mental, it like changes the way you think, and you get to like learn things from it, or like how the characters interact with each other. I value that a lot, and I really do like that. I like series that have that. But Hoseki no Kuni. So I guess I can kind of give like a little description of it. All right, so there's like this little island. All right, there's a little island, and the rest of the world, I don't know, no one knows. Well, we know, but I'm not gonna tell you because you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna spoil it. But there's there's this island, yo. All right, there's this island, and there's these gems. These gems is this life form, and they're like humans, but they're gems. They look like they're human, but they're gems, pretty much. They have like no reproductive organs, I guess. They're not human, they're gems, but they're like humanoid gems. It's kind of weird, but it's cool though. It's cool. And they all like there's this enemy too. So there's people from the moon, and they come to the earth, and they try to kidnap the gems. They try to take the gems away. And I know it sounds like Attack on Titan a little bit, but just bear with me, because it's completely different series, trust me. Alright, so that's like kind of like the enemy, I guess. Alright, so our main character, we have, and I'm gonna say it, this is how you say it. It's not phosphophophylite, alright, it's phosphophylite, alright? That's how you say it. So we have our main character, Phos, alright? Short, Phos. So we have our main character, Phos, and he's weak, bro. Phos is weak. Like, Phos has like, so these gems, they have like how hard they are. So I want you to think about like obsidian. Obsidian is like kind of hard. Phosphophylite is like, it will break easily. So that's a weak gem. The gem can't fight. So the gem is useless. So Phos is like, bro, what do I even do? So Phos is trying to find the job. I remember watching the series thinking that, damn, is Phos gonna find the job, dude? Phos is gonna like find like a role in like this society that they have on this like small little island. Like, what about like a smooth like 100, maybe is it 100 people? What about like a smooth like 50 people there? Like, I'm like, how are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's just nowhere where the series goes at all. That series will change so fast you won't be able to you will think it's a different series. Like, you're like, what happened? The plot point is completely different. Everything that we thought we were going to be doing, like, I was going to see, was just, I didn't see it. It just completely changed, and it changes and it changes and it changes. It keeps changing. I was like, dude, I cannot. I'm like, it will blow your mind, bro. It will blow your mind. All right, I want to, like, I don't even want to say any of it because I don't want to spoil it. But it's like, dude, I remember like the first. It's just an anime. It's a CGI anime. It's a little bit questionable, but the CGI is still very good. I would watch the anime. It's actually really good. You can watch the anime. You can move on to the manga. But if you don't like CGI, then just read the manga. But it was. Wait, I just completely forgot what I was about to say. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I remember the anime. I watched the anime. I was like, and it ended up. I was like, okay. I want to read the manga and see where this is gonna go. Dude, I read about a couple of chapters of the manga. What happened? The plot point isn't the same anymore. It's like it changed completely. And then it changed again, and it keeps changing. There are like certain things that happen that completely change like how the series feel, and it's so crazy looking back on it. Because I remember when I thought like, oh, I'm like, okay, they have these the Lunarians, and the people from the moon coming to kidnap them. I was like, who really are the Lunarians? This and that. I remember thinking like, it's just like everything that you think in the beginning. It's just, it will not play out any way that you will expect it to. It is the most like, there's so many plot points. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say much about it. I'm gonna cut it off there, but it just ended recently, and it's just, the ending was amazing. It was a great series, but Hoseki no Kuni, Land of the Lustrous, great anime. Would highly recommend it. Great anime manga. Would highly recommend it. And yeah, it's kind of scuffed. I just turned the camera on, just thought I'd yap a little bit. Could have been better. Yeah, I'm not even looking at the camera for real. That's the camera right there. I'm using an iPad, dude. I don't even have a camera. I need to even get a job and save some money so I can actually get like something decent if I want to like make more content. What is this channel even called? Is it Samurai Shonen? Is that it? Samurai Shonen or some shit like that? I don't know. But yeah, if you actually watched this far, cool. Hey man, appreciate you sticking around, I guess. But yeah, 17 minutes is so long. Yeah, that's it. I'll try to make some more videos soon. But yeah, peace.